weekend, what's it been like since you've been on campus and been a part of this team as far as just getting to know everybody and getting to know the system and everything?
No, it's been good. Having fun, competing with my teammates every day, practicing pretty much every single day of the week, and really getting better is the goal for us. Trying to get number 9, so just working hard every day.
You talk about getting to know the teammates. How have you guys been building the chemistry? We've been seeing the bowling stuff, but what other stuff are you guys doing to build that chemistry?
Really, we just compete. Play fives every day. Might play video games, go to the mall, go eat together, stuff like that. So just finding anything outside of basketball to really build a bond is very important for the team.
Is there a certain player on the team that you've gotten closer with?
I would say Ortega the most, only because I want to be pretty much as good as a ones player as he is, so I try to play him as much as I can to I would say upgrade pretty much every basketball aspect that I can.
What about his game appeals to you?
Really, he's just strong, bro. And he really knows how to attack a defense and the different gaps in the defense. So I kind of just try to pick up on any type of play style that he may have that's not in my game and try to apply it to mine.
How would you describe your game right now, and then where you want it to be, maybe a year, 2 years down the line?
I would just say, three-point shooter, defender, really just a person who works hard and tries to outdo pretty much the opposing team. You could say anything that coach need me to do, I'm willing to do it. So you can really label that as anything.
How does your game right now fit into the system that Pope has? Because it seems like you're kind of a perfect fit. How does your game kind of fit into that? And what skills do you bring?
I would say, coach, he really needs shooters and defenders pretty much, and my prototype kind of shooting and defending. So I would say I fit that category pretty good.
You kind of have that 3-and-D label. Do you embrace that, or is there stuff other to your game as well that you want to try and show off more while you're here in Kentucky?
I would say that I would embrace that role more because that's what's getting the attention that is being brought right now. So there's no point in really well, obviously I'm going to try to upgrade my game, but I would say what got me here, I'm going to stick to it.
Take us back to that your commitment. It was the morning of the NCAA tournament game. I think it caught a lot of people by surprise that you committed so early in the process. Just why was that the right time, and why was Kentucky the right fit?
I would say that I noticed that they have a lot of seniors and a lot of players that are leaving, and I know that I could have fit the play style that Coach Pope has. So I didn't want to waste no time and let other people kind of jump in my spot pretty much. So I really thought that I could capitalize on that specific day.
You talk about being a defender. There's so many great defenders on this team. What's the capability that you guys have as a defensive team?
I feel like we can all switch 1 through 5. We got the guys to do it, and really coach emphasizes on playing hard defense and not really letting the offense kind of get what they want. So we just kind of disrupt what they're trying to do. They won't be able to mess with us for real.
Have you formed a chemistry defensively with anybody yet, where you're kind of getting to learn their tendencies and getting to know them pretty quickly?
I would say that I'm still getting to learn everybody, but I know that Malachi is a shot blocker, so I know that if I do end up getting beat off the dribble, I know he got me. So.
Are you guys kind of funneling people to him out there on the perimeter?
I wouldn't say that. I feel like everybody still try to guard their man, but if it does happen, I know Malachi got it.
Keep hearing that Mark Pope's offense. We've seen it. Is it a little complicated, a little different? What's it like trying to fit into that?
It's really not too much. It's really just playing basketball at the end of the day. They try to give us I would say different sets for us to really just play basketball. All in all, it really is just basketball.
Some of the guys last year said it was tough adjusting to the speed and volume that Coach Pope wanted them to get threes up with, that you literally had a green light basically as soon as you crossed half court. Has he been stressing that early, and have you noticed that? Do you envision something like that for you guys?
He has. I had a couple instances in practice where I didn't shoot it because I wanted to kind of slow the ball down. And he got it on me. We ain't gonna say what it was, but he told me to be confident and shoot the ball. That's what he brought me here for.
It looks like your dad's really embraced BBN. What has it been like seeing that and those interactions?
Really, everyone loves him. He's doing TikTok dances and reposting stuff on Twitter and all that. But I'm glad that he's building a bond with BBN early, and we're gonna need that because we only in July. Still got a whole year ahead of us, so it's good.
Have you noticed kind of a difference in kind of BBN, the kind of culture that it is? It's bigger than a lot of schools. Just kind of how everybody embraces you guys.
I remember whenever I committed, everybody was tagging me in different stuff on Instagram, Twitter, texting me a bunch of stuff, and I wasn't expecting that to happen. But it shows that they really care about their players a lot.
What was your perception of Kentucky basketball before you got here compared to now?
I would say that they sent the most players to the league, and my goal is to get to the NBA. So I really thought that coming here to really help me use my angle pretty much.
What was your perception of Mark Pope before you got here? And how's it changed?
I really didn't know like how he was as a coach at first because I was still, you know, in mid-season, pretty much at my old school, so I wasn't really paying attention that much. But now I see that he really is, you know, relaxed, cares about his players a lot, loves his guys, and he wants us to be great.
There's TBT around the corner. Last year, their team did a bunch of stuff with them. How excited are you to do that? And is there maybe a certain player on that team that you're looking to maybe form a bond with and learn some things from?
You know, I'm excited to play. You know, a lot of ex-pros, you could say, are still, well, some are still pros, some are not, but really just, they're all great basketball players. And I don't really know everybody on the team, but I will find somebody that I can try to, you know, pick up on habits that I could use in my game.
Who was your favorite player from Kentucky?
Low-key, I like Kobe. I like Kobe Bryant. You know, he can shoot the ball, and I really like how he, you know, fits the play style that's over here. So I really watched him a lot before I ended up coming over here.
You talked a little about coming in here and getting to know everybody and stuff, but how different was it conditioning-wise? Because this is a totally different than anything you did at AU ball or high school.
The conditioning at first, you know, it was a little difficult. You know, I think I missed it like the first 2 weeks, though, I ain't gonna lie. But the third one I did pass though, and I was so glad. So glad.
Dudes told you though, right? To be ready.
They told me, but I didn't think it was gonna be like that. You know, it was